Welcome Tiger students and families to Joliet West. The goal of this presentation is to share information that will assist in making a smooth transition to high school. The freshman counselors are Mr. Mart, Mrs. Jacquet, and Mrs. Lipke. Mr. Mart works with the students with the last name A through G and J through MA. Mrs. Jacquet is with students with the last name H through I, and Mrs. Lipke works with students with the last names MB through Z. We are available to assist your students with academic and or social-emotional needs. Students can email to secure appointments or come to our office, located in E144 for Mr. Mart and Mrs. Lipke, or B132 for Mrs. Jacquet. If we are not available, our secretary will assist the students. We typically call for students during advisory to avoid missing academic classes. There are two freshman deans, Dean Gornick, who works with students with the last name A through LN, and Dean Lakin, who works with students with the last name LO through Z. The deans assist in making Joliet West a safe and positive environment. I would like to invite you to visit the Joliet Township website, www.jths.org. Place your cursor over the Schools tab. The drop-down menu will display Joliet Central and Joliet West. Click on Joliet West. Once you are at the Joliet West website, you can click on the En Español tab on the left side of the page, and our website will be translated into Spanish. In hopes to preserve the environment, Joliet Township has made the Student Handbook available online. The handbook is located under the Students and Parents tab on the Joliet West homepage. When the drop-down menu appears, click on Student Handbook. There is valuable information such as class schedule, activity bus information, school calendar, cafeteria and fees, parking information, and discipline, to name a few. If a parent is reporting an absence, please be sure to contact the attendance office anytime at 815-727-6900. Please have your student's ID available, date, and reason for the absence. If a student is tardy to school, be sure to report to the dean's office upon arrival. The freshman dean's counselor's office is located in room E144. Our school nurse is Mrs. Benetti, and the nurse aide is Ms. Fuentes. They are located in room B121. If a student is feeling ill, students should report to the health office. The health office will screen the students, and a phone call to a parent or guardian will take place if needed. A permit to leave will be given to the student, and a parent or guardian will pick up the ill student. The student will be coded as absent excused. It is essential ill students report to the health office, as the nurse will contact a parent. If a student contacts a parent without going to the health office, they may be coded as absent unexcused. In the hopes to reduce the amount of distractions placed on the education environment, we are limiting drop-offs to emergencies only. A PE uniform or school device is not considered an emergency. If a PE uniform is forgotten at home, students always have the ability to rent a uniform or shoes for a day. If the school device is left at home, students should inform their teacher for alternative ways to access their learning assignments for the day. Home Access Center, otherwise known as HACC, is a program for parents and guardians to monitor student grades, attendance, and discipline. Students also have access to HACC through their JT Learn page. Students have their own username and password. We expect students to be responsible and check their grades often. We encourage parents to monitor their students' HACC throughout the school year. If assistance is needed with HACC, please contact the helpline or email. The following slides will help direct you to the Home Access Center login page. Go to www.jths.org, On the left-hand side of the screen, click on Home Access Center. The login screen will appear. This is where you will enter your username and password. If you haven't received this information, you will have to click on the highlighted Click Here link. Once you are logged in, you will be able to personalize your password. A wonderful feature to Home Access Center is setting up email alerts. Alerts for attendance, grades, discipline, classwork, progress reports, and report cards. We hope the students, parents, and guardians utilize this to monitor grades on a consistent basis. Students, parents, and guardians are always inquiring on daily announcements. TNN, Tiger News Network, our student-produced daily news broadcast, which highlights school news and important information for students. Students view TNN daily in advisory. You can find TNN under the Daily Announcements tab on the left side of the Joliet West homepage. Principal Dr. Gibson shares weekly email blasts with our families. These email blasts can be found on our Joliet West website, located in the upper left side of the Joliet West homepage under Principal's Office. Then, click on Weekly Email Message. TNN and Dr. Gibson's email blasts are a great way to see what is going on at Joliet West. Thank you for your time. I hope this information is helpful. We hope this year is successful and enjoyable for the freshmen and our Tiger families.